Hello, my friends. Today, the Russians continue advancing on multiple sections of the front, which significantly complicates the start of negotiations. Lavrov has made it clear that there will be no territorial concessions and that talks will essentially be held on Russian terms. An unfortunate situation for Ukraine. Let's take a closer look at the current frontline situation, starting with the Pokrovsk direction. Here, Russian forces are continuing their assaults on Udachne and Pishchane, Lysivka, Promeny and Yelizavetivka, while also pushing through the fields near Baranivka. According to the Ukrainian forces, Russian troops are gradually reclaiming some of the territory near Pishchane that they lost during Ukraine's counteroffensive. However, no major shifts in the front line have occurred yet, and heavy fighting continues. The situation with Shalin remains difficult. Russian drones are attempting to control all roads leading to Pokrovsk, leading to an increase in strikes. In the Kurakhove direction, Russian forces are pressing Ukraine's defenses near Konstantinopil and Ulakly to straighten the front line. Yesterday, they took full control of the surrounding fields and part of Ulakly, and fighting continues today. The next objective is to capture Konstantinopil, and they are already pushing toward Alexeyevka. The situation remains critical, and halting the advance has so far been unsuccessful. Ukrainian soldiers on the ground describe the situation as follows. There are no good news and won't be. Counterattacks in Ulakly have failed. The village is nearly captured. Everything leading to Ulakly from Dachne's side is lost. In Konstantinopil, our troops are holding the road in the southern part of the village and its approaches, but Russian infantry has already infiltrated other areas and is building up its presence. One of our brigades and separate units from another were deployed to this direction, but they were unable to accomplish their objectives due to issues with coordination, infantry shortages, and chaos in command at the operational tactical level. A fiery greeting goes out to the commander of the Donetsk Operational Tactical Group, Tarnavsky, from the troops who were first forgotten in one of the villages and then denied permission to withdraw. Why have these issues been resolved in the northern sector of OTG Donetsk, while in the south they've been ignored to the point of disaster? This is no way to treat our soldiers. Some of the best trained brigades were trapped in that pocket. As a result, the Russians have now secured a strong foothold for further advances both toward the Filia Hrushevsky Yalta triangle and toward Hlyboke. And on top of that, the left flank of Pokrovsk is now completely and permanently secured for the Russian forces. In the Velyka Novosilka direction, Russian forces have also begun advancing in the area. They have captured the village of Novosilka and are attempting to push further across the fields. Additionally, they are trying to break through toward Burlatske and Novocheretuvate. Their goal remains to reach the border of Donetsk region, but Ukrainian forces are doing their best to repel the attacks. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, activity in this sector remains high. Russian troops are assaulting Novoandriivka, Sherbaki, Mali Sherbaki, and Pyatikhatki. The intensity of the attacks has significantly increased, indicating a possible push toward Zaporizhzhia. However, for now, Ukrainian forces have managed to repel all assaults, and the front line has remained unchanged over the past 24 hours. In the Kherson direction, today all Russian attacks in this area have ceased. Previous attempts to break through near the Antonivskyi Bridge were unsuccessful, and the front line here remains unchanged. Now moving on to the Toretsk direction. Russian forces are trying to advance near the Slag Hips and Crimea. However, Ukrainian forces have so far managed to repel all attacks. Late last night, a Ukrainian soldier reported that they had carried out a successful counterattack, pushing the Russians back. While we await official confirmation, it's clear that under Drapaty's command, counterattacks have become more frequent, helping to slow down Russian advances. In the Chasiv Yar direction, activity has decreased. For now, Russian forces are attacking only in the central part of the city, with no new offensives recorded on the flanks. The front line remains unchanged over the past 24 hours. In the Siversk direction, Russian troops are once again assaulting Vasyukivka and Grigorivka, attempting to break through to Dronivka. However, Ukrainian forces continue to repel all attacks, and the Russians have made no progress in this area. In the Lyman direction, Russian forces continue attacking the villages of Hlyboke, Kolodezi, and Novolubivka while storming Yampolivka. Activity remains very high and intense battles persist, though the front line hasn't changed yet. In the Borova direction, the Russians are storming Bohuslavka and Nova Kruhlakivka, attempting to break through fields toward Novoplatonivka. Fighting is ongoing near Novosergiyevka and Novoyegorivka. South of this area, no changes have been recorded and no new assaults have been launched by Russian forces so far. In the Kupiansk direction, assaults on Petropavlivka continue, with Russian forces attempting to break through near Pishchane. No changes in the front line over the past day, but intense fighting persists. In the Dvorichna area, Russia has made further gains with the confirmed loss of two more settlements, Fiholivka and Zakhidne. However, no new assaults have been reported yet, so we wait further developments. In the Kharkiv direction, in recent days, Russian forces attempted to break through near Hlyboke and later launched attacks near Kozacha Lopan, but all were successfully repelled by the Ukrainian forces, keeping the front line unchanged. No new assaults have been recorded today. The fighting in Vovchansk continues without any territorial changes over the past 24 hours. In the Kursk direction, Russian forces continue to claim success in this area, but so far no real changes have been observed along the front line. According to recent data, activity here has significantly decreased. Russian troops managed to launch 9 assaults in the past 24 hours, but according to official reports, failed to achieve any notable progress. We'll have to wait and see how the situation unfolds. Meanwhile, as Russian forces struggle to push Ukrainian troops even from Russian territory, Russia's UN representative Nebenzia has declared that Ukraine has lost 4 regions and Crimea.
This remains relevant. The only difference is that Ukraine has now irreversibly lost not only Crimea, but also the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics, as well as Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions, which have joined Russia. Therefore, the situation should be addressed in the regions still under Kyiv's control.
They are convinced this territory belongs to them. What do you think about this statement? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's all from me. So please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.